A sprawling Victorian house in suburban Massachusetts, evening. Wind rattles the shutters, ***. Emily and Jack Harper, a young American couple, have just hired a new nanny for their 4-year-old daughter, Lily. Her name is Abigail, tall, pale, with sharp cheekbones and eyes that seem to swallow light. She speaks softly, her voice carrying an odd calm. "I'll treat her like my own." Emily forces a smile, but Jack shifts uncomfortably. Abigail showed up the day after their last nanny quit without a word, claiming she'd heard whispers in the house. As night falls, Emily and Jack head out for a rare date night, leaving Abigail with Lily. The house grows still, save for the creak of old floorboards settling. Abigail sits by Lily's bedside, reading from a worn book of fairy tales. "And the shadow came for the little girl to take her dreams away," she murmurs, her tone almost too soothing. Lily drifts off, but her tiny hands clutch the blanket tight as if fighting something in her sleep. Abigail closes the book and stands, drifting to the cracked mirror in the corner of the room. She stares into it, unblinking. Her reflection doesn't quite match, her eyes are hollow, like black pits. A faint sound echoes from the hallway, a slow, deliberate creak like bare feet on wood. Abigail doesn't flinch. She whispers to herself, "Not yet." Downstairs, the lights flicker and a cold draft sweeps through the house, though all the windows are shut. Lily stirs, whimpering in her sleep. Abigail turns, her shadow stretching unnaturally long across the wall. She kneels by the bed, brushing a strand of hair from Lily's face. "Sweet dreams, little one," she says, but her smile twists into something sharp. From the attic, a faint thud, like something heavy dropping, breaks the silence. Abigail tilts her head, listening as if it's a signal. She knows this house has secrets, and tonight, they're waking up. The Harper residence, midnight. Moonlight barely pierces the heavy curtains. Abigail moves through the house, her steps silent despite the creaky floors. Lily's asleep upstairs, but the air feels thick, charged with something unseen. She pauses in the living room where an old family portrait hangs, Emily, Jack, and Lily smiling brightly. Abigail traces her finger over Lily's face, her nail leaving a faint scratch on the glass. A low whisper slithers through the room, too faint to make out words. It's coming from the walls. Abigail closes her eyes as if savoring it. The sound grows, a chorus of murmurs, overlapping, desperate. She opens her eyes, now gleaming faintly in the dark, and heads to the basement door. It's locked, but the key's already in her hand, though neither Emily nor Jack gave it to her. Downstairs, the basement is damp and cluttered with boxes, old furniture, and a cracked mirror leaning against the wall. The whispers are louder here, echoing from the stone walls. Abigail kneels before the mirror, her reflection distorted, her face stretches, mouth gaping wider than humanly possible. "I hear you," she says softly. The whispers stop, replaced by a single, clear voice, "Bring her." Upstairs, Lily bolts awake, gasping. She clutches her teddy bear, eyes darting around the room. "Mommy?" she whimpers. No answer. The door to her room creaks open an inch, though no one's there. She hears it then, a soft hum, like a lullaby, drifting up from below. It's Abigail's voice, but twisted, layered with something older, hungrier. Lily pulls the blanket over her head, trembling as the humming grows closer, now right outside her door. Harper House, 2 a.m. shadows twist unnaturally in the corners. Abigail stands in Lily's doorway, her silhouette framed by the dim hall light. She's holding something, a small, rusted music box, its tune warped and slow. Lily peeks from under her blanket, eyes wide with terror. "Go away," she whispers, but Abigail steps closer, the floor groaning under her weight. "It's time for a story," Abigail says, her voice splitting as if two people speak at once. She sits on the bed, the mattress sinking too deep. The music box keeps playing, its melody coiling around Lily like invisible chains. "Once there was a girl who didn't listen," Abigail begins, her fingers brushing Lily's cheek, cold as ice. "And the house took her." Lily tries to scream, but her voice catches, trapped in her throat. Downstairs, the basement mirror pulses with a sickly glow. Shadows spill from it, crawling up the stairs like ink. They reach Lily's room, pooling around Abigail's feet. She smiles, her teeth too sharp, too many. "They're waiting," she says, lifting Lily from the bed with impossible strength. The girl kicks, but her struggles fade, eyes glazing over as the music box winds down. Abigail carries her downstairs, past the scratched portrait, into the basement. The mirror's surface ripples like water. She sets Lily before it, whispering, "Look." Lily's reflection stares back, pale, eyeless, smiling. A hand reaches from the glass, skeletal and black, grabbing Lily's wrist. She screams, finally free to, but it's too late. The shadows drag her in, and the mirror goes still. Abigail sighs, satisfied. "One more," she murmurs, turning back upstairs as the house shudders in approval. "Harper House, Dawn." The sky is gray, heavy with storm clouds. Emily and Jack pull into the driveway laughing about their night out. The house looks normal, too normal. They step inside, calling Abigail? Lily? Silence answers. Emily's smile fades as she notices the cold, the stillness. Jack heads upstairs, shouting Lily's name. Her room is empty, bed unmade, teddy bear on the floor. Downstairs, Emily finds Abigail in the kitchen, calmly sipping tea. Where's Lily? Emily demands, voice shaking. Abigail looks up, her eyes flickering black for a split second. Sleeping, she says, too casual. Jack storms in, face pale. She's not in her room. Abigail tilts her head. Check the basement. They rush down, hearts pounding. The basement is empty, boxes untouched, no sign of Lily. But the mirror's there, its frame etched with strange symbols they don't remember. Emily touches it and it's warm, pulsing faintly. What the hell is this? Jack mutters, turning to Abigail, who's now behind them, silent as a ghost. She's safe, Abigail says, her voice echoing unnaturally. Safer than you. The lights flicker out. When they snap back on, Abigail's gone. A child's laughter, Lily's echoes from the mirror. Emily screams, clawing at the glass, but it's solid now. Jack grabs a hammer from a box, smashing it into the mirror. It shatters and a wave of cold air knocks them back. Shards scatter, each reflecting Abigail's face, smiling. From upstairs, the music box starts playing again, faint but growing louder. They're not alone anymore. Harper House, nightfall. The air hums with static. Emily and Jack huddle in the living room, surrounded by salt lines and crosses, desperate attempts to ward off whatever's here. The mirror's shards are in a pile, but they keep moving, reassembling slowly. Lily's laughter echoes from everywhere and nowhere. Abigail hasn't returned, but her presence lingers, doors slam, lights buzz, and the music box plays on loop. Jack clutches a baseball bat, eyes bloodshot. We need to leave, he says, but Emily shakes her head. Not without Lily. They've called the police, but the line went dead mid-sentence. The house feels alive, walls pulsing like a heartbeat. A shadow darts past the window, too tall, too thin to be human. The reassembled mirror glows and Lily steps out barefoot, smiling. Mommy, Daddy, she says, voice sweet but wrong. Her eyes are gone, replaced by black voids. Emily sobs, reaching for her, but Jack pulls her back. That's not her. Lily giggles and the room fills with shadows, dozens of children, eyeless, all chanting Abigail's name. Abigail appears behind them, her form flickering between woman and something else, clawed, jagged, ancient. You brought me here, she hisses. Your fear, your neglect. The children swarm, dragging Emily and Jack toward the mirror. They fight, but the shadows are too strong. The last thing they see is Abigail's face, serene, as the glass swallows them whole. The house goes dark. Morning comes and it's for sale again, quiet, pristine. A new family arrives and Abigail waits, smiling, ready to begin anew.